Hi, this is Mr. West, and today we're playing a math game with dice on Math-Salamanders.com. This one is called the Captain's Cool 4-dice game. I'm going to be teaching you how to play along with Sal. So what you need, you just need up to 4 players. You can play by yourself if you need to. I'm going to play by myself. I'll show you how to play with 1 player. And you're going to need 4 dice, and you're going to take turns with the 4 dice and something to write on. Okay? Essentially what we're going to do is you're going to be throwing dice, okay? And you're going to, each person can roll up to 3 times, okay? So after 3 rolls, you're going to total up your score according to the table, and it's going to be the first one to 20 points. So the goal is to score 20 points, and then you can roll up to 3 times per turn, okay? So how do you score? Well, you score with the following ways, okay? You can have all 4 dice the same, and that's 4 points. 3 dice the same. It's kind of like poker in some sense, okay? You have 4 consecutive numbers, that's 3 points. Those are like your top ways to score. And then there's some other ways that you can score too. 2 dice the same. And then it looks like it's complicated, 0.1 times the other dice roll. It's really just moving the decimal place, and I'll show you how that works because I got dice with me right here. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, there's my dice, and I'm going to show you how to play with an example. So if you're playing with yourself or with other people, I recommend getting a table like this where you have round numbers, the first roll, second roll, third roll, okay? And you don't have to use all 3 rolls, but let me just show you how to play, and then we'll go from there, okay? So I'm just going to take all 4 dice, and I'm going to roll them. Okay, so I'm going to write down, you can't see what I got, so I'm going to go ahead and just write down what I got. I got a 1, I got a 1, I got a 5, and I got a 6. All right, so if I'm going according to this table up here, right now I already have 2 dice the same, so that's 1.5 points, and then 0.1 times my other dice total. Well, my other total is 11, so we need to multiply this 11 times 0.1. Essentially what you're doing with multiplying by 0.1, you're moving the decimal place over 1 time. So it's going to be 1.5 plus 1.1. Right now I have 2.6. So it's some good math in there too, some real basic decimal math and addition. But right now I have 2.6 points. I think I can do better because if I get 3 dice the same, okay, I'm going to automatically get another point. So I'm going to just re-roll the 5 and the 6 and see what happens. So again, I'm just re-rolling these 2. I'm going to lock in these, the 1s. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and rewrite those 1s right away because I'm only re-rolling the 5 and the 6. Okay, so I got a 2 and a 6 this time. So I actually lowered my score, which is not good. So I'm going to re-roll those 2 one more time. Okay, I'm locking in my 1s. And I'm really just banking on getting another dice roll here, okay, of a 1. All right, roll, roll, roll. Let's see. Okay, and I got 5 and a 3. So I lowered my score, which is not good. And let's see what I got. So I'm just going to do the addition here. Again, this was 1.5 for the pair. So 1.5 points if you get a pair of numbers. And then I'm told this, that's 8. So that's going to be 0.8 after I multiply it by 0.1. And now I just add those 2 together. And I got 2.3. So I went from a 2.6 to a 2.3. Maybe not the best strategy on my part, but, you know, that's part of the learning process. So I'm going to try again. Now I'm going on to round 2. I have a lot to go if I'm going to get to 20 points total. So I got some work to do. All right, re-roll the 4 dice. Okay, let's see our roll here. We got a 2. I'm just going to write them in order. I would recommend doing the same thing. 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is actually really good. And I'm actually not going to re-roll any of these because what do I have? I have 4 consecutive numbers. And that's worth 3 points, which is pretty darn good. And the probability of me getting all 4 dice the same to increase it by just 1 point is very low. So I'm going to just scratch off these ones. I'm going to stick with these rolls. And I have a score of 3. So if I'm going to do a subtotal, which I'm going to kind of keep score as I go, okay, I'm just going to do a slash. And I'm going to write my total, which is 5.3. So I got 3 points in that round. And my total score right now is 5.3. Okay, just so you know how I'm keeping track of this. You can do it however you want. This is just my method. All right, so I'm going to go on to round 3. That was a really good round 2 for me. Round 3, here I go. Okay, I got, oh my gosh, pretty cool. I got a 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Okay, I wanted a little bit of variety, but I'll take the points. So we get 3 points again. This time it takes me to 8.3 when I add 3 to 5.3. So I'm doing pretty well so far. But with one player, I believe I'm supposed to see if I can do it in 6 turns, okay? If you're playing the game on your own, see if you can reach 20 points in 6 turns. All right, so I don't know if I can do it. I'm halfway there, and I'm not even halfway to 20. So that's pretty tough, but let's go ahead and just re-roll and see how I do. Maybe I need some 4-pointers here. Okay, let's go roll. All right, so I got a 1, a 2, a 5, and a 6. Pretty much the worst thing I could have. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the 5 and the 6 and see what I can do with these smaller numbers. Okay, maybe I can just get the total up a little bit. So I'm going to reroll those 2. All right, not great. I got 1, 4, and then of course I locked in the 5 and the 6. Those were locked in. I'm just going to reroll the 1 now. Okay, so I'm just going to hope for that straight, get another 3 points. And we got a 1. So I just rerolled the same thing. I got 1, 4, 5, 6 after locking in 4, 5, and 6. And so I just kept the same thing. I may have been even better off just re-rolling all of them. So I need to figure out how to do this. I have no pairs. So what I need to do is I'm just going to add these all together. So 6 plus 4 is 10. And then 5 plus 1 is 16. So I had 16, but I need to multiply this by 0.1. So I got 1.6 points. That was bad. So in total, I have 9.9. So as you can see, it's really not that difficult to play this game. Not even that much math. You just move the decimal place and some decimal math, but really not that bad. So let's start over. Round 5. I don't even think it's mathematically possible for me to win at this point, but, you know, we'll still play. Try to maximize my score. Okay, so this is a pretty good roll. I'm going to stick with this one. I got a 3, a 3, a 5, and a 5, okay? Because I have 2 pairs, I have a pair of 3 and a pair of 5s, that's 1.5 points each. So let me zoom in. So we got 1.5 plus 1.5, and that takes me to 3. So that was a pretty good roll for me. 3, and then my total here is 12.9. So it's a 12.9. The maximum I can get is 16.9. And let's see what I can do. One more roll here. And I got 2, 3, and then 4, 4. I'm kind of tempted to re-roll the 2 and the 3 to see if I can get 4 of a kind. But I think the probability of that is pretty low. But let's go ahead and try it. I'm going to lock in the 4s. And then I'm going to re-roll the 2 and the 3. Unbelievable. I just rolled 2 4s. So I got 4 4s here, which is a total of 4 points. So I got 16.9. So we basically got almost every combination from the table, but I did not reach the 20 points. I failed, but I had fun doing it. Okay, so I got this one. I did not get 3 consecutive numbers. I could have stayed with 3 consecutive numbers, which would have been 2 points plus the 0.1 times the other sum. And I did not get 3 dice the same, but I did get 4. So pretty cool that I got a lot of these on the table. Go ahead, check out this game. Make sure to get some paper. Try competing against other people. And again, if you're competing against other people, it's just the first one to 20. So you might need to add some rows here. Okay, especially if you're as bad as I am. Add some rows, and then you're going to see who can get to 20 the quickest. That's all I have for today. Make sure to check out the Math-Salamanders playlist I have on my channel. I have tons of other math-related content if you want to check out that too. And I look forward to seeing you next time right here on Wes Explains Best.